Let's do this. There's a thing that's going around in America, and it's spreading. It's called the underestimation of the black man. The black man don't know anything. He don't understand anything. History was my favorite class because I was able to know what I was talking about, but then I had to write reports, so I had to understand what I was writing. I just couldn't just write it down and leave it. My teacher made me understand it. If I didn't have the understanding, and I was in the 3rd grade then, if I didn't have the understanding, we failed. So history was my favorite class after a while, because what everybody else had problems with, by the time I hit the 9th grade, what everybody else had problems with was an easy piece of cake for me. Rest in peace, Ivana Trump. A beautiful woman, a beautiful soul. Yes, she was. But she was a Trump. She was sacrificed. She was a Trump. The chickens came home to roost. And too bad it had to be this beautiful woman. You know? She was sacrificed. The chickens came home to roost. When the January insurrection came, her kids, Donald, Eric, Ivanka, her name had the K on it. They was all on TV laughing, looking at the big screen, laughing at the people struggling for their lives, screaming for help, screaming for Trump to stop. Like Ivana, without the K, said on TV, if Trump had love for you, he had love for you. If he didn't, you was dead to him. So let's look at the pandemic, where a lot of people was dead to him, and he made the comments that they was dead to him. Oh, everybody's gonna die, they're gonna die, yeah. He surrounded himself around the people that said 5 billion people had to die. I think 5 billion, 5 million. A lot of black people had to die. And then white people had to be sacrificed for the black people. If we had to get a few white people along the way, then we had to do that too. See, these was the kind of hate mongers he was aligning himself with. Donald Trump knew the whole time that he knew what the pandemic was about the whole time. When he went to China, and him and King Jong-un sat down, I said to my shorty then, I said, Trump is up to something. He went all the way to sit down with King Jong-un. All the way out there, what the hell? In my mind, I say he brought the pandemic back with him. He brought it back with him. That's what I always said. Because as soon as he came back, by the time January rolled around, there were little reports that people was catching it. By March, businesses was closing down. This ain't giving it to you raw. This is having a complete understanding of a part of our history that went on in our lives, and I lived through it, and I seen it, and I endured it, and I made it through. So what I did, I'm reading about the pandemic, reading about Trump, came from Queens. He lived in Jamaica Estates. I'm like, Jamaica Estates? That hit me in the head because my daughter was looking at homes in Jamaica Estates all at one time. So she was almost trying to live where Donald Trump lived. Like, damn, like, that's the elite Jamaica Estates. Like, the hell? But back to the pandemic. Trump grandfather, I'm reading up on the Trump, what made these people the animals they are. That's what I'm looking for. And I come across that his grandfather died from the 1918 pandemic. So that means Trump knew what the pandemic was about the whole time. Do you know how many people died before he released any kind of enlightening information that we could have needed? You know what I'm saying? His grandfather died from it. And he knew it. So what I do, I send it to The View. I email good old Whoopi Goldberg. Hey, Whoopi, look at this here. I ain't expect no tickets. I ain't expect no shout out to the North Farm. I ain't expect anything. She runs along with it like she invented it. Like she came up with the idea. Oh, yeah. Donald Trump grandfather had the... And then she was a Trump basher. In my eyes, come on, you let Ted Danson go on the roast with a black face, but you sitting there as his woman. You the one who said Gordie Howe was a better... That's a hockey player for those of y'all that don't know. An old-time hockey player back in the days. You the one who said Gordie Howe was a better athlete than Michael Jordan. So now, you bashing Trump to me is like you just mad because this white man won't screw you. She took my little idea and tried to act like she came up with it herself. Like she's in... Instead of somebody alerting me to the idea, no. That's how people are. And see, that's a triggering effect. You know? I can see if you help people out and then you let them run away with the idea, but they respect you along the way. They act like you don't even exist. No, don't listen to him. He don't know what he's talking about. I gave you the fucking idea. That's what makes the North Father that he's become. But anyway, I'm going to say it again. Ivana Trump, such a beautiful woman, such a beautiful soul. She was sacrificed. Yes, she was. And she's the Trump. So yes, the chickens came home to roost. The North Farm will be back later on tonight. After 12 o'clock, come check me out on my live. Welcome to the spot. We're going to build that up within the next 30 days. We're going to have a party on there, you know what I mean? We're going to start partying on there in a minute. But right now, let's get it together. North Farm is out. Peace.